Tuning into creator energy can happen in the blink of an eye. All it takes is the thought, I am. When in this thought space, references to dirt, dirty, soil, or soiled, rather than being pejorative, take on a different aspect. In creator thought space, while digging in the dirt to plant or clear for planting, one can see and feel the diverse qualities of dirt: moist or dry, absorptive, depleted, dense, rich with nutrients, worms, texture, its color, its ability to yield to tender roots making home there. With these awarenesses, dirt is no longer just dirt. At its best, and with our caring amendments, dirt becomes soil, earth. It then becomes a dynamic, complex, living, life-giving bed, teeming with an assortment of living organisms, organic matter, minerals, gases, and moisture, nutrients of all kinds, ready and willing to nurture. Conscious of what is needed to enhance dirt to the rich soil that is earth, thus replicating the balance earth herself provides in all of nature, we engage with the God-given elements with the wonder and reverence they justly deserve. Then, along with the thing observed, is our consciousness ignited with these simple yet complex, ubiquitous gifts we are showered with any moment we choose. Let it be so, and so it is.
Hello, my name is Dr. Eric Dover, and I'm a member of Oregon State Jural Assembly. This is a message for Oregon sheriffs, the 36 across our state. Attention all Oregon sheriffs. Over the past 3 years, Oregon State Jural Assembly, the OSJA, the only Article 3 court on Oregon, has found Governors Kate Brown and Tina Kotek, Secretary of State Tobias Reed, the Oregon Legislature, Senators Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley, and Representative Suzanne Bonamici guilty of having broken their oaths, and therefore they have no honor and cannot hold a position of trust. The Office of Secretary of State received our subpoena for caveat to will probate in open court scheduled for June 21st, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. on the plaza across from the Oregon State House. They have acknowledged receipt by signing our U.S. Postal Green Card. All of our instruments are signed, sealed, stamped, and witnessed with proof of service. Most are published at orsja.org, 3CTV, YouTube, and Brighteon. The judiciary of every state, 33, territory, 17, and the United States Washington District of Columbia, Incorporated, are de facto. In 1906, the Illinois State Bar sent our emissaries to flip all the de jure governments in the United States of America into de facto governance controlled by the bar, BAR, and that's the British Accreditation Registry, or similar name. They flipped Oregon November 8, 1910. The Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly flipped it back from de facto to de jure November of 2022. De facto is illegal or illegitimate. It is there and it must be dealt with. We will have a constitutional Republican Article 4, Section 4 form of government. That started with confronting the state of Oregon, AKA all capital letters state of Oregon, lawfully as all the prompts of are in our Oregon Constitution circa 1859 and the United States of America's Constitution circa 1859 with Bovier's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, 2nd volume, 1856. Oregon's Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, is a social compact for each state and territory. Quote, natural rights inherent in the people, we declare that all men, when they form a social compact, are equal in right, that all power is inherent in the people, and all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their peace, safety, and happiness. And they have at all times a right to alter, reform, or abolish the government in such manner as they may think proper. With President Lincoln came civil war with resulting martial law, Lieber Code, and dissolution of Congress. Then in 1866, the Supreme Court of the United States made a decision called Ex parte Milligan, which broke martial law wherever there was an Article 3, one Supreme Court claiming original jurisdiction, Article 7 on the land and soil, with Amendment 7 Civilian Common Law Court of Record. The de facto has had 115 years of BAR, bar attorney rule on Oregon. That deceit was exposed and acquiesced to on Oregon in 2018. However, our 36 Oregon sheriffs are without their proper bona fides, and that's in ORS 206, DPSST, county HR and recorder with oath and bond, ability to the laws of nature and of nature's God included. We audited nine of the 36 sheriffs. They all failed. What we have are sheriffs and deputy sheriffs and others that have not read their constitutions. They have not taken proper oaths to serve in their positions as protectors of the Constitution. How can that be? How can it be that the sheriffs need an attorney to figure out what they should do? In the sheriff's extremely important position, they must be capable of reading and comprehending the federal and state constitutions. What we have are sheriffs, deputy sheriffs, and others that have not read their constitutions. In a constitutional Republican form of government, we have people, not persons. People are us, flesh, blood, and bone. Persons are fictitious entities of the corporate world. The United States of Washington District of Columbia is an incorporated government service company that has usurped power. It is made up from de facto state and territory representatives to the House and Senate. Article 4, Section 4 guarantees that all states are republics. In Oregon, the people on the state of Oregon have the only Article 1, Section 1 provisional government in the United States. Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly has 7 years of working this out step by step, each one taking an acquiesce to before we move on. We must do it for ourselves. We encourage all the sheriffs to pay attention to this message and to start following the Constitution, learn the Constitution, and sign an oath of office as outlined above. Have a good evening.
Number 3. Sheriffs, one and all, the ball is in your court. We kicked it into your jurisdiction, which is separate from ours, alas. It really is one team, you and us. It is, or rather should be, one jurisdiction. Your training, probably from childhood, has been to join the realm of the corporate jurisdiction, which is the entity that pays you to do what you do. You can join our team, that of the people, with a simple turn of a mind switch. A tool to assist in this process is to consider taking a proper oath to the proper constitution with its original jurisdiction and with the laws of nature and of nature's God, as stated in our unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. The last several months, we have posted and made publicly available what we consider a proper oath for the persons in our governance. Sheriffs are our first effort at insisting on a proper oath, for it is the sheriffs who are in their county position to protect and defend the people from ticketing or sending people to the illegitimate amended Article 7 courts that should not be, and from government overreach and taxation that takes seniors' equity, their forever home, and all they possess by enforcing convictions. It is like a shift in the mind. It is a recognition of one's allegiance to life and that which is God-given, rather than criminalizing living God-made beings or a dead corporate entity. Our sheriffs are our first protection against governance overreach and a system of governance overreach. Taking a solemn oath is needed for there to be remedy in our authoritative system of governance. Once a sheriff cognizes the importance of the proper oath, they can see themselves as one of the people, one with the people, rather than a corporate entity meant to enforce our compliance to the bidding of the state. Therein is offered greater freedom, cooperation, and peace in all our dealings. Let it be so. I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car. And he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I saw it. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times.